I think that's, some of the sports analogies, which there are a lot of other analogies, but sports is a big one. You take a quarterback. His completion percent is over 60. So he throw 40% of his balls in the ground or the wrong target.
No.
I've played that position as quarterback a couple times, and I tended to throw to anybody just to get my completion. It's not that funny. That's actually a story. So
let me back up.
And it wasn't the end of the story either. But yeah.
So you went on. You had a season with your team where you went undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
But let's rewind. You actually scored on the very first time that you ever came in to a college football game.
By the way, that is an NCAA record still today.
Yeah.
So, long story short, my coach had too much confidence in me, and he says, "Hey, go on in." I was a freshman. We're up 28-0. The defense has got a shutout. Playing great. We're playing down in Indiana at Valparaiso, Indiana. Plug for you. It's a good school. And they had those cannons in the corner of the end zone, and they shot those big bomb caps off when points were scored. Mm-hmm. I don't know why they would ever celebrate ours, but they celebrated our touchdown. So they would cap off 7 cannons. I'm like, so they're celebrating our points? It was kind of cool. So I thought, well, I want to score. I want to hear the bomb, So we stop them. They punt the ball, goes over the receiver's head, goes all the way down to the 1 foot line. So I'm looking at 99 yards. That's why it's a record. It's so far away. So coach goes, you want to go in? Well, of course, I had dry mouth. I'd love to go in. Yeah, I'd love to. And so I called a quarterback sneak, which is what he called, and I fortunately lined up behind the center. I mean, it was a little nervous. It was my first play.
Other one of your guards might have been a little surprised.
He might have stood up like, you have the wrong spot. Yeah. So anyway, the center heights me the ball. I take a step back. I slip in the soil, and I put my knee down as a safety for the other team. That's how I scored my first time for another team. I walked 45 yards across the field to see my team and coaches like this. Yeah. Well, I felt like walking home from Indiana. It's quite a long walk, but I thought, I might as well just hang it up. So my mistake was I scored for the other team. I went back in. Fortunately, the coach believed in me, and we scored 49 points. So we had 28, so I scored 21 more points. But I did give them 2. And it really was a launch point for, wow, I wasn't expecting to start this way. Mm-hmm. But what rallied was the mistake I made, my teammates didn't let me stay there.
Yes.
And that's a great culture.
Yep. And that has to start with the coach. It has to start with the leader at the top.
For sure.
That is inculcating that to everybody. Hey, if you enjoyed that clip, we've got a couple of links for you in the show notes. You can watch the full episode that this clip came from, and you can also subscribe so that you catch up with all of the episodes of The Craig and Greg Show.